Hello, everyone. Welcome, Scorpio family, to the channel. Rabbi Abe here, and I am very happy to welcome back to the channel Esther the Astrologer. Esther was with us not too long ago, and we did an amazing and a very popular, I might add, connection to the month of to Scorpio, to the sign of Scorpio. And she's back with us now and has some fresh news about Scorpio and Aquarius, because we're going into Aquarius. So I'm very happy to welcome Esther back. Esther, welcome back to Rabbi Abe Scorpio channel.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Abe. Always a pleasure.
What do you have to share with us? What's going on for our Scorpio friends?
Scorpio. So, I was thinking that we're going to have a new moon on February 9th, and we can see how does it affect the Scorpio.
So we're having a new moon. We're going into the new moon. It's February 9th of Aquarius, right?
Of Aquarius. It's a new moon of Aquarius. Okay. But how does it affect specifically Scorpios? All right. But it's something that is very important for me to say. We can say something, but it's very general. Okay, of course, we need to look at individual charts to give more accurate details.
Sure.
All right.
Yes.
So when we're talking about Scorpio is going to go through this and this and this, Scorpio will go through it in the way, first of all, the way their soul is developed. Okay, because his soul is developed in another way, in another level, sorry. And also everybody has different scenarios in life. So not everybody, how when you read it in the horoscope, like, oh, Scorpios, you're going to get married this month. And all Scorpios needs to get married.
Yeah,
so it doesn't really, it doesn't really go that way.
Easy, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, but we can guide the Scorpios towards what's going to happen for them in the universe, and everybody, how they, how they're going to manifest it in their own life.
That's right. Okay. Well, let's do it. What do we got?
Okay. So we're going to look at a chart of the new year, Scorpios, the sun and the new moon, basically the sun and the moon coming together. They're sitting in your fourth house. The fourth house is a house of Cancer. Okay. Now, so when your sun, Scorpios, is in a very sensitive place. Now, Scorpio, you're already sensitive, right? We know that they're very sensitive. But what happens really, they're Scorpios, everybody in their level, try to analyze how they feel. Okay, try to analyze how they feel.
Like
and it doesn't work.
Like that's what Cancerians doing. They're always busy with the feelings.
They're busy with the feelings, but the sun is in Aquarius. The moon is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is a very analytical sign. Okay, so what everybody is going through right now, if the Scorpios are going through something now, very important to take the time and not to try analyze what they feel, but actually feel what they feel. Okay, the fact that the sun in Aquarius there, like, when we know that Aquarius is enlightenment. So if they actually go into their emotions, they can see not through the physical eye or through the brain, but they can see, they can realize, whoa, that's how I feel that way. That's why my feeling is triggered when someone is doing something or when something happened. So that's an enlightenment of the emotions. And it's so powerful because that's what we came here to do. We need to learn how to manage our emotions. But if we don't know, because the situation is that the heart feels, and the heart now tells the brain, oh, you need to be afraid because you did it in the past and you failed. So now be aware, so this is how we accumulate fears, right? So now the heart is telling the brain what to do, but the brain now start to make stories. Okay, it happens before, so it makes sense that it's going to happen again, that I'm not going to be successful, that something bad will happen to me, so we're already like expecting, the brain is expecting something bad, but it's not really the brain, it's the heart. Okay, so when you get enlightenment on your emotions, you basically make things right. You ask yourself, how do I feel? and you get answers. Poof, that's Aquarius energy will give you information. Does it
Is
make
that
sense?
specific to Scorpio?
Scorpios, because Scorpio is in an emotional, yes, the sun is in the fourth house. The fourth house is the lower place in the chart, that all the emotions, or how do you say, the nefesh, where the nefesh.
Well, it's the lowest level of the spirit.
Yes. So it's all sitting there. And Scorpios, because the sun is sitting there, they can get enlightenment of how they feel if they really want to know. If they don't want to know, then there's no story. Right?
What do you mean if they really want to know what?
Because the brain is start to tell stories. Like I had a chart with someone today.
Yeah.
For example, I give you an example. I did a chart with someone today.
Okay.
And that person wants to move to another job.
Okay.
Okay, he wants to move. He cannot take that job anymore. He wants to move, but he's afraid because that specific job of that person he always feel that someone has to hold his hands. He doesn't think that he can do it by himself, right? That's the belief system of a person.
Right.
So now the heart is afraid to take the leap of faith and to try. Huh? So the brain is telling him, no, because if you're going to go to a new job, then you're not going to have enough talent to do this. I'm in a new country, so I cannot really do it by myself because I just moved. I need someone to hold my hand because I'm in a new country. I need someone to hold my hand because I'm in a new position. So the stories, that you tell yourself because you don't want to take that leap of faith. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So now the person is telling himself stories that because it's a new country, he's not able to do whatever he needs to do. Right. But this is the story the person told himself. Because the heart convinced the brain that he cannot do that. That's it.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, are you saying that it's important to use logic to overcome the emotion?
Yeah, but in order to know that your logic is real and not story that you made up, you need to know how you feel.
That sounds very tricky. So maybe I'm not maybe fully comprehending what you're saying then.
Okay.
But I do need to use my head.
Okay. So let's take that example of that person. Okay.
Yeah.
The person, his heart is afraid because years ago, he started on his own and he failed.
I have a trauma.
Trauma. Okay. Now he wants to try again.
Yeah.
Okay. But his heart is like terrified. He can't do it. Right. So the heart tells the brain, oops, you moved to another country. You won't be able to do that because you moved to another country. Yeah. So his head is making up a story why he cannot do that.
Like an excuse, basically.
Excuse. But it's false. It's a lie. It's like literally telling a lie because there's no excuses.
Right.
Right? So now if a person going to the heart and he says, okay, I want to heal that trauma that I had 10 years ago. I want to go back and I want to remove it from me and I'm going to have a leap of faith.
I got to jump. Yeah.
And now he tells the brain, it's okay, I'm ready. The heart tells the brain, I'm ready. The brain suddenly, all the stories goes away. And he says, yalla, let's do it. Does it make sense?
Yalla. You got to be ready to jump.
Yeah. And that's the leap of faith that Scorpio will have now. They will feel all these emotions.
Yeah.
If they'll continue to tell themselves lies and stories, then maybe nothing will change. Not that something bad will happen to them, but nothing really will change. But if they take that advantage and they go into their emotions and they ask the heart, how do you feel about whatever situation right now?
Yeah.
And they come to the truth and they want to know. But one thing, I think I said it last time, I love Scorpios. You know why I love Scorpios? Because they are not afraid from the truth. They're truly not afraid. I mean, or they're brave enough to dive deep.
Right.
So when you have something like that, a new moon in Aquarius, in the house of Cancer, in the deepest house, in those emotional house, and you're not afraid to see the truth, then that's enlightenment. That's enlightenment.
I can see that that's a lot of energy, because Cancer has a lot of energy if it's used properly. Am I right? Am I correct?
Cancer?
I mean, in general, the constellation of Cancer, because it's so, I mean, that, God forbid the disease, it's called Cancer because it has a tremendous amount of power, which is not maybe, being energetically,
No, Cancer, Cancer, sorry.
Right.
Sorry, I'm
I remember many years ago, our teacher, said something to the effect that the secret of life, or secret of even immortality, is within the cancer cell, because like the cancer cell, it reproduces kind of, and it keeps going, but in Cancer it's a negative cell or a mutated cell. But if the frequency would be in the right way, it will continuously produce new and healthy cells. So,
right.
So they never get old, right? Anyway, I just throwing that in. Throwing that in. But there's a lot of power, a lot of energy in Cancer.
Yeah, it's the moon. Cancer is ruled by the moon.
Yeah.
And the moon is all our emotions. So when the moon is in a new moon, there's no moon. So it's lacking.
Right.
The problem with Cancer, that they always feel lack of something. All of us feel lack, but Cancer is the master of lack. But they also are the master of nurturing. It's moon, it's motherhood, children, nurturing, love. They have capacity for unbelievable. The love that they can give is unbelievable. But if they're in the lacking state, they are the horrible. Honestly, sometimes I said, I don't want to have any more Cancer friends ever again. Because if really they're not spiritual, they're so needy. And what is the moon? Is the emotions. That's what I'm saying. If we fix the emotions, then we are not lacking. Then we have,
but as far as Scorpio goes, so Scorpio can take that and
right now,
and run with it. I mean, is that correct?
Yes. The sun will be in the 4th house, and with enlightenment that lacking. Okay, so it's the opportunity of the Scorpio to be aware of it and clean it up, and clean that lack, and clean that negative emotion that is blocking Scorpios to move on. So
how will they know?
First of all, who, if not Scorpio, who will know? They're so intuitive, But beside that, something always triggers the emotions. Let's say, let's take another thing. Their Uranus and Jupiter right now is in the new moon is in the 7th house of relationship. Okay, so some sort of trigger will be in relationship. Some sort of relationship or some sort of partnership. It can be a husband and wife, or it can be a friend, or it can be a partner at work. Someone will trigger that emotion. Okay, so someone trigger an emotion of mine. Now I need to think, do I want to be victim? Do I want to be so emotional, fulfilled with lack, be miserable? Okay. Or I will say, oh, someone just pushed my button. Why do I feel that way? Why do I feel that? Why did you manage to push my button? I mean, if I wouldn't be wounded, you wouldn't be able to push to hurt me. You wouldn't push my button. You pushed my button because I'm already hurt there. You see, so if someone push your button, call it push the button, hurt you, insult you, didn't give you what you want, whatever it is, and you got hurt, now ask, why did I get hurt? Why? Yes, I got hurt. That's a fact. But why? What triggered it? Right. And just by asking the question and really asking and want to know why, you'll get an answer. because it's enlightenment, right? You're going to get an answer why. Maybe you're not going to like the answer. It's another story. But you'll get an answer.
So is that an elevation? Is it an opportunity to elevate, cleanse, move forward, clear things out? What would you say? What would Scorpios have, maybe to be careful of or to look forward to, as we're now going through these, upcoming shifts, changes?
It's all at once. If it's cleansing and elevation and development, it's all the same, because what stops us is the heart, right? You know how every new year we're making goals? Oh, this year I want to do this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
Why don't we achieve it? Why don't we achieve our goals? We were capable people. Why we don't achieve our goals?
You tell me.
Because the heart doesn't let it happen, right? Today, this year I'm gonna start a diet, but then I feel low energy and my heart is, my emotion level is low. So forget about the diet. Give me that chocolate cake. Or I'm going to meet new friends, but I'm insecure. My heart is insecure. So yes, I said I'm going to meet new friends, but you know what? Maybe tomorrow. So it's not the mind that is not pushing, is stopping you to achieve the goal. It's the heart who's not allowing you to achieve the goals. So the moment you go into the heart and you cleanse, so first it's cleansing. Once you cleanse what's bothering you, now you can move on. You develop, you grow. So it's all the same.
Cleansing, growth, elevation.
Elevation, yeah.
That sounds like a plan to me. And shift will begin when? In new moon, February 9th?
So the whole idea of a new moon, that it's a seed level for the month. So even if the planets are continuing to move after, in that seed level of the new moon, it's very important to meditate, to ask, and to say, Creator, or whatever you want to call it. I call it Creator. It's my creator, right?
Yeah.
Creator, this is my opportunity to cleanse. This is my opportunity. Please, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to find out the truth. I'm ready to cleanse it. I'm ready to go to that battle, and I'm ready to win it. So within the seed level, because seed level, you plant a seed right now. You're going to be willing to do that. This is how the month is going to look like. Whatever energy, whatever consciousness you put on the new moon, it's going to carry you for the next month.
Amazing. That sounds like a good place for us to wish all of us that will have that energy to push forward and to grow, beginning this new moon, another level.
Yalla.
Another level. Yalla.
I said it twice.
Esther, it's always great to have you with us on the channel. And where can people see your work? Oh, you told me now that you're going to start posting on your YouTube channel. Okay, guys, Scorpio guys, listen, please do me a favor and let's help Esther build her YouTube channel. She's just starting to post there. So I'm going to put a link in the description box. If you wouldn't mind, just go down there, subscribe, and like whatever videos that are there. And let's help Esther build the channel so we'll have more energy, more light, more information, more knowledge, more enlightenment for all of us. And awesome. I'll put links down in the description box.
Thank you, Abe.
Thank you very much, everyone, for watching.
Tuning
in. Thank you very much, Esther, for joining us. It's always a pleasure.
My pleasure. Thank you all. Thank you, Abe.
And we'll see you all very soon in the next video. All the best. Lots of love.
Bye.